I annihilate him instantly.
You're gonna attack him?
I absolutely attack him.
Fallen leaves. Fallen just straight up leaves.
They're all holding swords out. You and they're like,
I will actually take a drink. Like I will. I'll say it's on his tab, and I thumb Gonad.
Yeah.
We were simply here to speak to Zoe about a mutual friend of ours named Virgil.
He kind of leans back and he turns around and leans back on the table and he goes, "Oh, that old kook."
Yes. Well, apparently he and Zoe recently struck some sort of a deal, and we wanted to just inquire with Zoe and make sure everything was on the up and up. And if we're worried about the old man and don't want him to get in over his head. So we were just wanting to check up and make sure that this wasn't going to come back and bite him, literally or figuratively.
I think you got a great deal.
I asked Vest, so exactly what was the deal with Virgil?
He wanted straight coin, so we provided straight coin to him with an interest rate, of course.
Can we ask what that interest rate is?
Interest rate of 40%.
It's quite
Not
a
bad.
big rate.
When is it compounded?
Monthly.
How much?
He kind of looks down and he goes, "Well, your old man there took out 10,000 gold."
So he's really screwed. I mean, we're either going to have to find an immense fortune.
See, we need to kill these guys anyways.
Yeah, that's right. That's the answer. Yeah.
Or it's a loss.
Yeah. Or, I mean, we don't know.
They're going to attack Virgil.
We haven't seen how the changes to the shop are actually going to fare yet. All we know is that the shop is getting remodeled, restocked, modernized, if you will. And who knows? It could, over the course of a month or two, turn into a flourishing business again, and then he can start making payments on it. Or
40% on 10,000 gold.
Or it goes belly up, and your friend, I looked at Leviticus. I'm careful not to use the word dad or father or
Sure, yeah.
Your friend Verge is going to be not in a good way.
Yeah.
What happens if Verge can't pay?
Yes, what does happen if Verge can't?
That was my question. That was my next question too.
He kind of leans back and he says, "That's not up to me. That's up to my boss."
Who's your boss, Mr. Vesk?
I don't talk about my boss.
Yeah, I've kind of figured not.
So I turn to Full and Gonad Blighter and I say, okay, so he was working for Satan probably.
Just out of curiosity, Mr. Vesk, how many half-orc hours of manpower would it take to pay off that debt or the rest of the debt that he owes for the unfortunate death of your man?
He thinks about it and he says, four fights. Four fights of him falling.
Ugh.
That would pay it off.
Yeah, but Gonad Blighter, you're like a tank, man. You could fall several times and probably come out of it all right. It might even make a very nice career out of this.
Yeah, but it doesn't sit well with the ego is what the problem is.
Sure doesn't.
Yeah, well, I imagine that cleaning these toilets and
getting beat up in the ring.
Yeah, or just going to prison for the rest of your life and you just won your freedom is not gonna sit with you any better than falling.
Yeah, I don't take the fall very well.
But do you take it better than you take going to prison or being in back into slavery for the rest of your life?
I mean, to be clear, he does have a monetary value that he can just pay if we can come up with the gold. It's not But again, to be clear, it is not coming out of Folan's pocket. I don't know if Leviticus wants to deal with it or not and chip in anything. But this is going to be completely out of Gonad Blighter's share of whatever we happen to make from any jobs that we do and however long that takes.
I look at Vesk and I say, all right, sounds like we've got it figured out. Can we go now?
Vesk kind of leans in his on the table and goes, where are you staying, Honad?
Gonad. Where am I staying? Well, you said I couldn't stay here, right?
Yeah, no, you can't stay here. You've paid a down payment. I need to know where you live so we can collect the rest of that payment.
Right now I'm at Virgil's place.
Okay. All right. We'll send somebody to pick up the rest of that in a couple days. And with that, the men untie you, kind of step back a little bit.
Okay.
Don't forget that your sword
I know it
is
is
right there.
I grab my sword.
Yeah. Everyone gets a little tense when you grab your sword.
But then I keep on walking out.
Okay. They kind of move out of your way, and the bartender, as you walk by, says, "You're never drinking here again."
And I'm like, what?
All of us, or just a Gonad Blighter?
Just go, Ned.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Fullen's really disappointed that he's not going to be able to.
I mean, it's the principle of the thing,
Yeah.
all right?
Okay, so you guys end up leaving Straight Street, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And where do you guys head to now? Back to Verge? Or where would you like to head?
What are the options?
I don't think there's anything else really for us to go poke right at the moment, is there?
Right.
I mean, unless
Why don't
one of you
we-
guys have something.
Why don't we go ask the town guard people if they have any jobs for us?
Well, we also have that fight tonight that you were going to do at the pit ring.
Yep, let's do that.
Is that do they do team fights? Is it one-on-one? Like, what's the setup for those kind of things?
So you remember what Zoe had said, and she said that they do team fights, but the most profitable ones are one-on-one. So you guys could do a team and then do a one-on-one after that. But remember, if Gonad Blighter doesn't fall, he's not paying back that payment.
Well, I thought that was for this fight.
Yeah, I think the one in the arena isn't supposed to be a fixed one, is it?
Oh, no. I'm talking about here at this
No.
location.
No, we mean at Neural's fight.
Oh, at Neural's fight. Oh,
Yeah.
So that one, they've got team fights. They got everything.
Okay.
And if you're not a gladiator, if you're not like indentured, you can come and go as much as you please, and they'll usually put you up against those indentured people, for the most part.
And are those fights to the death or maiming?
It depends on what you sign up for. You could go to the death. You could go knockout. Yeah.
Whatever makes the most money.
I mean,
So that would be team to the death.
yeah.
Let's do it.
That would be the most money.
Yep.
How much is the most money
So
per person
per person, you guys would make 50 gold
for
per
each
fight. Yeah. Then that's like max
Yeah.
for the ring there.
Hey guys, want to do a team arena battle to the death? We'd make like 50 gold a person.
Do I want to, Mr. Blighter? No, I do not want to.
But it would be really nice to have that much money. Be really
I
convenient.
don't need that much money, Mr. Blighter. I don't know if you realize. Do you remember when I told you yesterday that my parents are nobles? Or earlier today that my parents are nobles? I could have 100 of you doing my laundry for me back home if I wanted to.
I'm picking up a little bit of tension right now.
And I tried to do you a solid. I tried. I put my name on the line in front of the magistrate of this town for you to get your freedom. And then less than a day later, a man is lying dead in dive bar that now has us on the bad side of the local underground railroad / mafia / black market.
And I really respect that point that you're making there. Just remember that I am pretty tough.
Yeah.
I got a strength of 5 and a constitution
Okay, all right. Don't name off your stats.
3.
Sure.
Just kidding.
Sure.
I mean, I'm really strong. And
Well, then then surely you can go back in there and take all the consequences of your actions upon your own shoulders. Then
lately I've been thinking we're kind of like a team.
Are we? Are we a team now?
Yeah.
When you screw something up, suddenly we're a team.
Yeah, we really and we all rely on each other to get by, anyways, and so that's kind of like my apology. Sorry about that.
Okay, so you guys have that odd conversation, and then you guys head to the arena now to go fight.
Yes, maybe.
Seems like a decent enough plan to me.
And we're fighting now, or Gonad Blighter's fighting now. Does this have something to do with Neural, or is this something to do with Vex?
Both, because he needs gold for both of them.
Yep, we're just getting gold.
Has anybody got the tally on exactly how much? There's a lot of money that is being owed by a lot of.
You need to make a spreadsheet, Matt.
Yeah, we need somebody to be.
I owe 100 gold, and Verge owes 10,000 gold.
No, So Verge owes 10,000 gold. That's correct. John, you owe 60 gold.
Yeah, whatever the difference of that you paid.
So it's going to be 60.
If we want to buy Neural's freedom, it's top end 300.
Yeah, you have to go and get him appraised, essentially.
Yep.
Yeah. If you guys decide we want to do it that way.
Right.
And I look at my comrades and I say, on the bright side, we found Zoe's boss.
And I think I look at Bolin but I don't look at Gonad Blighter, and I think I'm gonna just pretend that he didn't say that and just keep on moving. So Gonad Blighter owes 300 for, or the idea was to get 300 from Neural plus Gonad Blighter's 60 plus the 10,000 in juice.
So I think that the 10,000 is not an immediate need right now. We can put the 10,000 on the back burner. If Verge can make back enough of that to pay the majority of that off in a month, then we'll be good. If not, we'll deal with it at that point.
So I turn to Full and I say, so in regard to Neural, it sounds like the only option that you're in favor of at all is the buying and winning of his freedom. And
the only option that I am willing to be a participant in. Favor has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Okay.
And if we expect to split this large amount of cash evenly between us three, it would make sense for us three to also put forth an even amount of gold to purchase Neural and get him his freedom.
Fair. I think that's fair.
So we can expect 100 gold apiece for Neural, and then whatever remaining payment Gonad Blighter has to Mr. Vesp.
When we get back to the arena, we should ask Neural what kind of money he's talking about.
Yeah, well,
he may not even know. He may just have heard somebody talking about having stashed loot somewhere. So
because we might break even on Neural.
So the idea is if we get Neural out, he's going to help us find X dollars.
He may just tell us where it is and run away, because he's not going to want to stick around if we I mean, okay, if we purchase him and get him the same documents that Godad Blighter got, then he can legally stay in the city. If we do it some other way, he's going to skip town as soon as he can, and we're not going to have him. So.
That makes sense. So the other idea, at least my point is that we're not going to find what this big score is, or what the score is at all, until we get him out.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's
that
a
was
fair
his
assessment.
condition. His condition on giving us the information was getting him out of the pit somehow.
Rad. So we should. I'm all for getting him out of the pit. Legit.
Yeah, and that would be if we get 50 gold. If we max out 50 gold per person, that is 2 fights basically, and we would have enough gold to then turn around and purchase Neural's freedom.
And then go see if we can.
Hopefully, the stash is enough to then allow Gonad Blighter to pay off his other debt.
And hopefully then some towards Virgil or something.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point, I really want your input on trying to, either of your input on and I'm saying this as Leviticus and as Matthew, on trying to come up with an idea of making like a much larger amount of money much quicker with some like significant, I don't know, like.
Well, I know this guy that sells knives. So if we get on the ground level of that, and then we each get 3 people, and then each of those 3 people get 3 people, and then they all each pay us a percentage of up the pyramid, if you will.
Yeah.
We'll be rich in no time. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That kind of an idea. Yeah. We should keep those ideas coming. I'm not saying we should go for that idea, but ideas.
We can workshop it, right?
Thinking outside of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Have we made it to the arena yet?
So you guys have made it. You want to go talk to Noel first, or do you want to go straight into fight?
Let's just fight.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. So you guys arrive at the arena. Lake Sioux. Bam. And I'm going to put you guys in here. So
I look at my comrades and I say,
Good, just like old times. And I say, so every time I step out here, I always like to look up at the crowd and say, "Are you not entertained?" So I hope you are. That's why you're here.
all right, excellent. So you guys get in there, and you guys want to do the two fight first, the 2-person fight, or would you like to do the 1-on-1?
You mean the 3-person fight?
You guys want to do a 3-person fight?
3-person to the death.
Okay. All right. 3-person fight.
Do we have to kill our opponents?
Well, the crowd can decide.
Okay.
All right. So you guys do all the paperwork required. One of the guards kind of like scoffs as he sees you walk in, Gonad Blighter. He's like, "Yeah, couldn't keep away, huh?"
I say, "Hey, Franklin, you know me. Good to see you, buddy."
Are they all just named Franklin? Every single guard in the entire place is
Yeah,
called
I just call
generic.
them
Franklin.
They all have like they're all like, that's not my name. He keeps calling everybody
He
Franklin.
just calls everybody Franklin. Yeah.
like, no, you're Franklin. You're Franklin. I know you are.
I look at my comrades. I say,
So I feel like that was kind of like a strike one situation for me.
Well, I wouldn't say necessarily one, but it's definitely a
No.
strike.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
So I feel like that was more like a strike two situation for me.
Strike.
Closer,
I'm
yeah.
not sure you want to actually start bringing up how much, like what count you're actually on at this point.
So in this world, there's like 10 strikes before you're out. So
Oh, is that how many? Okay.
yeah. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me on
You
this.
guys are having this conversation as you enter into the
Yeah,
arena.
we're basically like, rolling our shoulders and like coming out and going at Blighter's like, yeah, that was strike 2.
Gate rolls up. You guys step out.
I stay in the back. I stay the hell in the back. The back.
I rush to the center.
I walk slowly behind to like approach to where Gonad Blighter is, but not like right up next to him.
Okay.
I'm in between.
And
eager for pain and blood, I start punching myself in the shoulder.
like riling
my
up the
chest.
crowd.
Yeah.
the announcer announces some new faces and an old face who recently just got his freedom.
Gentlemen.
Yep. And then he announces the old defenders and three fighters come out, and they're all kind of eyeing each other up, eyeing you up. So go ahead and roll for initiative. So, Gonad Blighter, you're first.
I'm first.
Yep. 30
So
feet of movement.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What do I do?
Oh, look, you can get right up in their faces if you wanted to.
I think I will do that.
Okay.
I will attack the one that doesn't have a shield.
Move your dude.
Yep. I will move my dude right over to them.
Okay.
And then I will swing my greatsword. Oh, wait, no. First, can I go into a barbarian rage?
Sure can.
I do that.
Okay. And go ahead and roll for attack.
Greatsword? Boom.
Yeah, if that's what you're using greatsword, right?
Yep. And then I hit the greatsword. Looks like I got a 10 with a 12 slashing.
Probably won't hit.
That does not hit. You come swinging in, and they just kind of dodge out of your way.
Oh. Darn.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Spit on them.
You spit over them.
Yep.
Folan.
So these guys both have shields.
Yeah.
This guy is just a one-handed sword looking guy.
Yep.
This guy, is he the most heavily armored one?
He is. Yes.
I'm going to aim for him, and I'm going to magic missile him in the face.
Hey. You don't roll for that. You just do the damage, correct?
Yep. Let me clicky the thing.
Show me that damage.
Okay, there's 5, 4, and 4.
He goes down.
Excellent.
Good
Those
job.
are actually pretty good rolls on those two.
Yeah, those are really good. So you throw a firebolt at him and
Magic missile. But
magic missile.
Like, purpley star power.
Yeah. You throw 3 of those, and they all just slam into his chest, each one making him fall backwards, and he falls down.
And
gone.
then I sidestep behind Leviticus.
I
Nice.
look over my shoulder to Folan and I go,
I said, that's my one. I'm done.
And Leviticus, your turn.
okay. How do you, like, how far can I walk? Does it matter?
30 feet. 35.
He can do like 40 now, I think.
Is it 40? Oh, yeah, because he's level 2.
Wood elf.
So you can walk right up to him.
Yeah, you can get up there.
Yeah.
But you also have a range attack.
Yeah, you're 45.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out how to get the, okay. So I get out my short sword and like trying to like look at what my particular special like unique abilities are.
Did you read that document I sent you?
He'll read it before next time. I'll sit down with him. We'll go over it together.
The one that I re-sent to you because you didn't read it the first time?
All right. We're going to sit down and do it together, Matt. It's all right. We'll sit down and do it together.
I'm telling myself, and then I blink and I go to sleep, and then I get distracted, and then it's 2 weeks.
I know.
And I
Dude, Can't
I
you
know.
just pull your character up and hit one of your attacks, hit one of your weapons, do something like that?
Yeah, he can. He's just trying to figure out what the best option for him is.
Yeah, that's all. Like, so I see that I have.
So just go short sword.
Yeah,
Didn't
short
you watch
sword.
Go short sword and then flurry of blows, punch him twice.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking is like my best attacks that I have.
Yep.
Yeah. So I run in like a zigzag motion to try to like so that the guy that I'm about to destroy, it can't tell which direction I'm going to come from.
Yep.
I get right up to him. I do one of those slide things in the sand, like right, like he tries to swing at me, and I go
Okay. So
right underneath.
So you gotta move your token up to him, and then you gotta roll to attack.
Yep. Yeah, I know. But then I slide behind him. So now I'm behind him, and then I get up my short sword and I do my flurry of blows, and I try to like.
He probably has enough movement to actually.
He actually does have enough movement to do that.
movement.
Yeah.
Move your token behind him, dude.
From there to there, he does have enough movement.
Yep.
Matthew, move
I
your
use
token
my
behind
knowledge. Okay, I use my knowledge of that I've learned in all of my experience of like what the exact point is like on the back of his
Brevity is your friend in combat, Matthew. Brevity.
I'm trying to describe it. It's like the
Yes.
where,
Well,
like,
you've described it for 60 seconds already. Click the button.
I'm trying to be descriptive of what it is I'm trying to do.
I get it. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Perfect spot.
Why don't you stand up from your chair, step behind your chair, and do a demonstration?
Okay.
No, it's gonna take longer. Roll to attack.
All right. I click. What's the thing I'm clicking?
So you're going to use your short sword. You're going to hit the +5. That's the attack.
Oh, on the short sword. Underneath.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the next tab, like the next little thing over.
Good hit.
Yeah.
You hit. All
So
right, now
click that word short sword in the chat that just popped up underneath the numbers. There you go.
That
Okay.
guy
7 piercing damage.
7 damage. You zigzag in, slide underneath as he's motioning to try and find you. You spin up around and you slash as you spin right across his back.
Yeah.
And now you can spend 1 key point and punch out both of his knees at the same time.
I do that. I use one of my key points, and I use its flurry of blows and to take out his kneecaps. And my intention is so that his kneecaps like explode from his knees and shoot out like projectiles across the arena.
22 hits and a 22 hits. Damn.
Dang.
Yeah.
What is with these 22s? Good God.
Yeah, those are all hits.
All right, so now you click the monk unarmed strike words twice to do damage.
And then hit it again.
So this is what you do. You run in, do the slide underneath, the slash, and as you slash, you're spinning. You spin your sword, sheathe it, and drop down and just double punch right into his back legs. As you double punch into his back legs, his knees give out and he falls backwards like this. And
awesome.
as he falls, you just move your hilt out and the back of his head smashes against it and he dies.
So cool.
Wow.
So cool.
I was looking back at Leviticus and Folon, and I was like irritated at their huddling together while Folon was saying, "Okay, this is what you got to do, man." You know, so I was like this, like, oh, come on. Just irritated at Leviticus, kind of like a brother would be irritated at a brother, in that way. It's like, come on. But as Leviticus makes quick work of his opponent,
and Folon,
and Folon, I now have a feeling of inferiority.
I mean, you did miss your first attack of the entire thing, so.
Yeah.
All right, so it is now the fighter's turn. He notices his friends fall to everything that just happened, and
to overwhelming force.
Yeah, sidesteps this way and moves into a defensive positioning. He so he is now defending instead of attacking.
Yeah.
And it is now Gonad Blighter's turn.
I look at the fighter and I'm like,
You know you're freaking toast, right? You know
He's
you're
got a-
just freaking done, right?
He's got a sword. He's got a sword by his side, and he says, "Not by the way you swing."
Ooh.
okay.
It's gonna be like that.
And I'm like,
It's gonna be like that. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
All right. So I do the freaking greatsword thing again.
Good.
Yep.
Boom. Hey,
That
this guy-
hits.
He's super.
11
A lot of
slashing
slashing.
damage.
Yep.
What was that about the way I swing, boy? What was that about the way I swing?
You
You swing both ways? I don't know.
I mean, that's true.
you bring your sword. You bring your sword around and fake once and lop his head right off.
Yep.
And
Didn't have to
his
go down
body-
like that. But,
his body falls.
I'm trying not to kill so much these days. But,
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to reform.
yeah. Trying to
Um,
become a new half orc.
so the crowd goes wild watching you guys just decimate these.
I pick up the
These
head
guys.
and I throw it into the crowd and a little boy, right to a little boy.
Okay.
Right, he's not going to be traumatized for the rest of his life.
JD, does the little boy catch the head?
Everyone kind of moves away from it as it falls into the
Aw.
crowd.
I wanted the little boy to like keep it.
One little kid runs up and picks it up by the hair, and the mother like slaps it out of his hand and like takes him away quickly.
Don't touch
Aw.
that. What kind of parent brings their kid to a death battle in the middle of an arena anyway? Jesus.
Okay.
For a crit,
Bro.
God damn.
I say is I'm not going to be flashy. And shoot
I'm not going to
you in
do
the
too
face with
much.
it.
Your mocking is better than his actual attempts. As you get closer to him, he slashes across your chest,
Mhm.
dealing 5 damage.
Full on, no!
Like and subscribe. Check out what happened last time right here. Check out what happens next time right here. We stream on Twitch. Links down below.